Hi guys, welcome to another audio video, and I'll be reading Leviticus 25 of the King James Version Bible. And it reads, And the Lord spake unto Moses in Mount Sinai, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye come into the land which I give you, then shall the land keep a Sabbath unto the Lord. 6 years thou shalt sow thy field, and 6 years thou shalt prune thy vineyard, and gather in the fruit thereof. But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land, a Sabbath for the Lord. Thou shalt neither sow thy field, nor prune thy vineyard. That which groweth of its own accord of thy harvest thou shalt not reap, neither shall the grapes of thy vine undressed, for it is a year of rest unto the land. And the Sabbath of the land shall be meat for you, for thee, and for thy servant, and for thy maid, and for thy hired servant, and for thy stranger that sojourneth with thee, and for thy cattle, and for the beasts that are in thy land, shall all the increase thereof be meat. And thou shalt number 7 Sabbaths of years unto thee, 7 times 7 years, and the space of the 7 Sabbaths of years shall be unto the 49 years. Then shalt thou cause the trumpet of the Jubile to sound on the 10th day of the 7th month. In the day of atonement shall ye make the trumpet sound throughout all your land. And ye shall hallow the 50th year, and proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof. It shall be a jubilee unto you. I'm gonna say jubilee, guys, sorry. Jubilee unto you, and ye shall return every man unto his possession, and ye shall return every man unto his family. A jubilee shall be that 50th year be unto you. Ye shall not sow, neither reap that which groweth of itself in it, nor gather the grapes in it of thy vine undressed. For it is a jubilee, it shall be holy unto you. Ye shall eat the increase thereof out of the field. In the year of this jubilee ye shall return every man unto his possession. And if thou sell aught unto thy neighbor, or buyest aught of thy neighbor's hand, ye shall not oppress one another. According to the number of years after the jubilee, thou shalt buy of thy neighbor, and according unto the number of years of the fruits ye shall sell unto thee, according to the multitude of years thou shalt increase the price thereof, and according to the fewness of years thou shalt diminish the price of it. For according to the number of the years of the fruits doth ye sell unto thee. Ye shall not therefore oppress one another, but thou shalt fear thy Lord thy God, for I am the Lord your God. Wherefore ye shall do my statutes, and keep my judgments, and do them, and ye shall dwell in the land in safety, and the land shall yield her fruit, and ye shall eat your fill, and dwell therein in safety. And if ye shall say, What shall we eat the 7th year? Behold, we shall not sow, nor gather in or increase. Then I will command my blessing upon you in the 6th year, and it shall bring forth fruit for 3 years. And ye shall sow the 8th year, and eat yet of old fruit until the 9th year. Until her fruits come in, ye shall eat of the old store. The land shall not be sold forever, for the land is mine, for ye are strangers and sojourners with me. And in all the land of your possession ye shall grant a redemption for the land. If thy brother be waxen poor, and hath sold away some of his possession, and if any of his kin come to redeem it, then shall he redeem that which his brother sold. And if the man have none to redeem it, and himself be able to redeem it, then let him count the years of the sale thereof, and restore the overplus unto the man to whom he sold it. that he may return unto his possession. But if he be not able to restore it to him, then that which is sold shall remain in the hand of him that had bought it until the year of Jubilee, and in the Jubilee it shall go out, and he shall return unto his possession. And if a man sell a dwelling house in a walled city, then he may redeem it within the whole year after it is sold. Within a full year may he redeem it. And if it be not redeemed within the space of a full year, then the house that is in the walled city shall be established for ever to him that bought it throughout his generations. It shall not go out in the Jubilee. But the houses of the villages which have no wall round about them shall be counted as the fields of the country. They may be redeemed, and they shall go out in the Jubilee. Notwithstanding, the cities of the Levites and the houses of the cities of their possession may the Levites redeem at any time. And if a man purchase of the Levites, then the house that was sold and the city of his possession shall go out in the year of Jubilee. For the houses of the cities of the Levites are their possession among the children of Israel. But the field of the suburbs of their cities may not be sold, for it is their perpetual possession. And if thy brother be waxen poor, and fallen in decay with thee, then thou shalt relieve him. Thou be a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live with thee. Take thou no usury of him, or increase, but fear thy God, that thy brother may live with thee. Thou shalt not give him thy money upon usury, nor lend him thy victuals for increase. I am the Lord your God, which brought you forth out of the land of Egypt, to give you the land of Canaan, and to be your God. And if thy brother that dwelleth by thee be waxen poor, and be sold unto thee, thou shalt not compel him to serve as a bond servant, but as an hired servant, and as a sojourner he shall be with thee, and shall serve thee until the year of Jubilee. And then shall he depart from thee, both he and his children with him, and shall return unto his own family, and unto the possession of his fathers shall he return. For they are my servants, which I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. They shall not be sold as bondmen. Thou shalt not rule over him with rigor, but shalt fear thy God. Both thy bondmen and thy bondmaids, which thou shalt have, shall be of the heathen that are round about you. Of them shall ye buy bondmen and bondmaids. Moreover, of the children of the strangers that do sojourn among you, of them shall ye buy, and of their families that are with you, which they begat in your land, and they shall be your possession. And ye shall take them as an inheritance for your children after you, to inherit them for a possession. They shall be your bondmen for ever. But over the brethren, the children of Israel, ye shall not rule one over another with rigor. And if a sojourner or stranger wax rich by thee, and thy brother that dwelleth by him wax poor, and sell himself unto the stranger or sojourner by thee, or to the stock of the stranger's family, after that he is sold, he may be redeemed again. One of his brethren may redeem him. Either his uncle or his uncle's son may redeem him, or any that is nigh of kin unto him of his family may redeem him, or if he be able, he may redeem himself, and he shall reckon with him that brought him from the year that he was sold to him unto the year of Jubilee, and the price of his sale shall be according unto the number of years, according to the time of an hired servant shall it be with him. If there be yet many years behind, according unto them he shall give again the price of his redemption out of the money that he was bought for. And if there remain a few years unto the year of Jubilee, then he shall count with him, and according unto his years shall he give him again the price of his redemption. And as a yearly hired servant shall he be with him, and the other shall not rule with vigor over him in thy sight. And if he be not redeemed in these years, then he shall go out in the year of Jubilee, both he and his children with him. For unto me the children of Israel are servants. They are my servants whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Alright, so in this chapter, there are a few things in this chapter. However, I'm going to focus on the fact that, see that it was the main focus of this chapter as well. The fact that God does not want us to basically have our brothers and sisters as bondmen and bondwomen. And this is something that we today should look at. We in today's society should look at. Because you have brothers that are rich and brothers that are poor, sisters that are rich, sisters that are poor, uncles that are rich, uncles that nephews that are poor, right? Aunts that are rich, nieces that are poor, vice versa, and you know the deal, right? But it's saying that we should not rule with vigor over them. And I think this is something important, because we should know that as a family and as children of God, I'm not just talking about your blood relatives here, I'm talking about your religious family, your Christian family, right? Your spiritual family. And so you should always remember that you should be kind and generous to your brothers and sisters and to your family. When I say brothers and sisters, I mean church family, okay? Because we're all brothers and sisters within the church, okay? So when you see your brother or sister in need, or your family member, you should try to reach out and help them however you can. If it is that you're in the church and you have a sister that is not working and you know of a job opportunity, of a job vacancy within your organization or within another organization of somebody close to you, then you can definitely alert that person to the fact that there's a vacancy, and you may even offer a recommendation on their behalf. Be of assistance to them, aid them in whatever way you can aid them. And I think that's something I like about my church, because in my church, well, the members, they will help. I'm not going to lie to you, they will help and they will offer assistance where they can. Some more than others, and or pastors do that and set an example by doing that. And that's why I have to respect the men of God that God actually provided over us as shepherds within my church. And I mean, they are exemplary leaders. They show you how they move with the Spirit, and they show you how you should behave as a Christian yourself. They show you all the protocols that you ought to follow as a Christian, right? And I like that. And I've seen many a times people have come to our church and God has opened their eyes to let them know. I'm talking about complete strangers here, guys. Okay, complete strangers. I mean, we don't know them. They just turn up from nowhere. Okay, our church is referred to as the Obia Church, and no, we don't work Obia. We work under the Spirit of God, the leading of the Spirit of God. We do not work in any Obia or signs or whatever you want to call it. Okay, those are for the devil. Those are the works of the devil, and we don't work with the devil. We work with God and with the Holy Spirit and with Jesus Christ. Okay, and we follow him, and he comes true for us. And many people hear about it from others that have come and that have been healed and that have gotten what God actually wanted to give them, but they have gone to other churches and they weren't able to offer. I'm not bashing other churches, I'm just saying that's why we should let the Spirit of God lead us and direct us in the way He wants us to go, and we should actually listen and work upon that, okay? And we should actually move with the Spirit. So I've seen it happen where complete strangers come and they get a job, or pastors assist them in getting a job. However you can assist them, you assist them. And we don't know them, they just show up out of nowhere. But the Spirit speaks because God knows everything in your life. God knows everything that happens. And I'm guessing some of the other people that we see coming in, some of the other strangers that we see pouring in and we don't know where they're coming from, they've heard from other people that have come there, other strangers that have heard from other strangers. And it's not us, but it's God, because in everything God is being glorified, and God is the main header here. He is the Alpha and the Omega, okay? He's the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings, and He's the only one we're observing here. He's the only one we're exalting here. But I'm just showing you, when you allow God to use you and allow your spirit to be led by God, then great things will happen, and no one will have to ask if you are moving along with the Spirit of God, okay? It will actually be shown. No one will have to ask. It will be out in the open. So you'll know. You won't need to question. Okay? And here we see where it says, here in this chapter, that we are not supposed to be bondmen for each other. We're not supposed to rule with a heavy hand. We're not supposed to try to be strict on our own in that regard. So we should not rule heavily over them. We should be the ones trying to help them to get out of that place. If they're poor, we're the ones that should be lifting them up, should be elevating them to the next level so they're not poor. Whether it's a business idea, whether it's support, you do that, okay? That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to help each other. God does not want His children, because we're now basically the Israelites. We're His children. That's what the Israelites were, His chosen people. And when you are baptized and saved, thanks be to Jesus. Yes, thanks be to God. Then you will indeed be a child of God, and you will have that same covering, and you will fall under that bracket right there, okay? Alright, guys. I think I strayed from the point, but I've come back, and you have to allow the Spirit of God to lead you and not work of your own accord. I keep saying that. I can't stress it enough, guys. I can't stress that enough. But yes, let God be your guide. Don't be so caught up in yourself, or caught up in your own beliefs, caught up in your own knowledge, caught up in your own capabilities, that you neglect that God is actually the ruler, the author of your story. Yep, because He is indeed the author of your story. Alright? Okay, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification so you're alerted to whenever a new audio video is posted. Guys, remember, I post 3 to 4 times per day: 7 a.m., 12 p.m., 4 p.m., and if there's a fourth video, 9 p.m. And sometimes I'll drop in a little something extra in there, a little song, a little word of encouragement. If God has laid something on my heart to share, I will share that also in between. But those are the times I normally post. So if you do not get an alert, you know that it's still time to check. I'm always on time, okay, guys? Well, yes, it's always on time, so you can just check. If you don't see that notification coming, you can just go and check. As long as the time is there, as long as you're clock is working correctly, then you'll definitely be on time to see the videos. Okay, all right guys, have yourselves a blessed day. Bye.